Period of 1992. Boyle has a year. 12% of little girls are missing. Where did she go? Girl's name is Shauna. This is the first time we've ever done a girl-boy pie. She first took a walk with a friend. My friend is home. Shauna has to walk alone in the dark. In the mountains. And she's gone. Shauna told the police. The girl's pie is probably there. Shoot around 7:30 p.m. Because I'm too busy. She completely forgot about bringing the girls home. It's almost 8. We have been waiting for you. Shauna must go home by herself. And she was buying a pie with her good friend Yi. The girl took a walk first. This is the price. They arrived at the crossroads of a major road. The road at the intersection flickers on and off. It was pitch black. Yorozumi is Yorozumi's house. The girl told him at the crossroads. Shauna continues to turn left. I walked alone along the road in front of the car. Her house is 500 meters away. By p.m. Shauna just remembered it. I picked up the girl and went home. She went home immediately. This is Shauna's father. Has the child returned? I learned that the girl was home. He was very sad. So he asked Shauna's father. The nearby hospital was beaten. Have any affected little girls been sent for treatment? The fruit is not available. This is the same thing. My father immediately followed Shauna. The way home I looked all over again. But there isn't one with Shauna. Until 9:30 p.m. Shauna's Shauna again. The biological father of. The girl is not with him. Shauna's father has a reply. I panicked. She prayed for an accident to happen to her daughter. Just went to a friend's house. She lost all of Shauna's friends. The world knows where she is. Only the one who told Shauna was the best. Send out the order. We walked a distance together. Then we broke up at the crossroads. Go home separately. Until around p.m. Completely overwhelmed. Shauna went to the police. First, the police did not have serious cases. They might be the little girl who doesn't care. Deliberately run away from home. Where are you hiding right now? A friend's house. But pretty soon. And they get the first scary one. There are passers-by and police. Around p.m. I saw a little girl. I was walking alone on the sidewalk. Suddenly being worn by a tall and thin person. The man in the baseball cap hugged it. I'm running towards the intersection of the road. 1 second. And the girl let out a big scream. And they followed. Let's figure out what's going on. Here he sees a corner. The black one is going away. He doesn't feel good about it. UK, because we didn't have hands in that era. So the passers-by immediately knocked. The big one of the others. Please ask them to contact the police. The little girl who was taken away will be Shauna. The description of the passerby. The little girl was dressed very similar to Shauna's. The police are at the intersection immediately. Nearby exhibitions have been searched and searched. Go from house to house. There is no one in the case tonight. How to arrive. Due to the case, it is night. And it was a very short journey. So the police didn't have any housing in the neighborhood. And that can collect any useful information. Shauna's uncle soon got up. After a large search. Case report. The search area is very remote. Xiao He lost the clothes Shauna was wearing. The police immediately ordered address. To the crime room. Show who is finding clothes again. The regional exhibition has searched for a long time. Hope to find Shauna soon. Or search for more. The product of the clothes is shown. Shauna was sexually assaulted. Fahrenheit had man's semen on his clothes. We got a complete sample of DNA. The third day of the case. On October 30th, a man was arrested in Shauna. Walking on a hill near clothes. Suddenly I saw the creek floating. With a little girl. He went to the police. The police were surprised that. Just 1 day ago. They used to search for it. Every corner of the world. Do you have any orders? Not only is it out of the way. There's suddenly an extra pair of Shauna's shoes. The police suspect that the hand may be hiding in the crowd. He seems to know a lot about the police. Deliberately after the police investigation. Go back to the game field again. Shauna. Please put her in the order. And then she puts her shoe on the top of the icon where the eyes are. The local police have a sense of being counted. They were furious. Tongji also clearly understands. Want to find out. We had to find a DNA match, but Shauna's father and her uncle, and all male DNA that could be relevant to this case. There's not a single person's DNA that matches this guy's hand. Just when the police couldn't show any signs. Someone else went to the police station and asked for money. The previous one worked in a shop. The man meets the characteristics of the hand. He doesn't usually work there. Shauna and other girls. And he doesn't happen to have a nice little penny. But the DNA didn't work. The police finally ruled him out as a suspect. In the mountains. There will be no new requests. Jia slowly reached an impasse. Until July 30th, 1995, 3 years after the case. There was another similar incident in the field. A man followed a little girl on the street. Put a girl in a safe place. And then he stuffed her in the warehouse box. Fortunately, once, he was caught by the police. This guy's name is Jimmy. He doesn't have a brother. We're all perpetrators of sexual violence right now. It's Jimmy. Don't do it. The local police began to suspect the Jimmy brothers. Will it be the hand in the Shauna case? But they soon gave up the thought. Check it out. The brothers didn't commit the crime. They are currently serving time in prison. And my brother's sons are not black either. And so their DNA isn't collected. January 1998, 5 years after the case. There's another terrible crime in the world. A 17-year-old girl was raped and murdered. Disclosure of the results of the law. The girl was imprisoned and sexually assaulted before her death. She has a big shoe print on her back. Law enforcement. There must be more than one person involved in this case. In addition, the victim was with Shauna in 2000. All hands show signs of being tied up. The black hand is likely to be used with the same yellow hand. They manipulate the behavior of the girl. The local police have ordered the big removal. Other methods of small. The department is looking for a match. And there was a big impact. The original case was filed in 1992. The local fire department did not respond. A dirty fire. And that is the owner of the previous suspected male shop worker. So he re-entered the police force. Is there anyone here? A male laborer once worked for Shauna in a pie shop. And he was also given a very nice, colorful baby. But then the police recovered his DNA. It also ruled him out as a suspect. Why would he want to lose his own money? Will it be done now? This is the case. Shauna used to sit in his car. What did the warehouse leave behind? He is one of the players. The police immediately detained the male worker at the shop. How is it did you first learn of Shauna House's abduction? Tim and Jim O'Brien came in and told me. But he did it with brother Jimmy. They killed Shauna. How is that possible? The case is that brother Jimmy was not serving time in prison. The local police are only here. There was a huge oversight in their work. Check out what Jimmy Brothers is doing in prison. A whole bunch of human stories come to the surface. The original one is in the case. Dear, please stay here. They were released long ago. The direction of the police investigation. Back to brother Jimmy. They're going to pick Jimmy for another one. Sexual assault remains. And his brother. Also due to months ago. A female student was arrested. The police have only officially gathered here. The DNA of the brothers is good. The results of the warehouse are shown. Jimmy's DNA is on Shauna's clothes. It matches the DNA extracted from his body perfectly. A male laborer at a barn shop. The DNA doesn't match the black hands. But the police still arrested him as a criminal. He has admitted that he has committed 20 cases in 20 years. While I grab a hold of her and take her back. Did you grab her? I put her around my shoulders. You grab her. I carried her down and handed her to Tim. You hand her to Tim. They came in carrying Sean. The police reported to him that brother Jimmy gave it to him. On the way, Shauna was hiding in his house. And they did something to Shauna. And because Shauna hired a guy at the pod shop. 3 people's hearts will do window things. The most important thing is to tell her what. The police filed a complaint in 3 separate groups, including 1. Sexual assault and numerous allegations of abuse in Iraq. The court announced that the man in the shop. Convicted of labor and sexual assault. Sentenced to 40 years in prison. And the Jimmy brothers are tired of committing crimes. The second order has been shipped. Managers refuse to commit crimes. And then finally the court found them guilty. Sentenced to 30 years in prison. You can't fake it. It's human. This guy paid for it. You can take one bite out of the oil world.